Hi there and welcome to TechBlower. In this video, I'm going to check out the settings and features of the Samsung Galaxy S7 camera. If you haven't seen it already, check out my camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the iPhone 6. Just click the card above. So let's check it out. Let's start with settings for the main camera. First in the list is the video size, or the resolution of the video. So we have UHD or 4K, Quad HD, we have Full HD, 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, and other resolutions as well. Next we have motion photo. It is similar to the live photos on iOS. That is, when you take a normal photo, you will get a short video showing what happened right before and right after you took that photo. Next up is tracking AF. That's tracking autofocus. This feature lets you pin the focus on an object and it will automatically follow that object and focus on it. Video stabilization is quite self-explanatory, but that feature helps stabilize your videos. Next feature is grid lines. This feature allows a 3x3 grid to be shown on the display when taking photos, or a box to frame the photos, for instance for Instagram. Location tags. This feature enables your photos to be geotagged, so you know where you took them. Next up is shooting methods. There we have different methods for taking photos. For the main camera, there's only one option, that is voice control. So we can take a photo by saying smile, cheese, capture, or shoot, and we can record a video by saying record video. Next up is review pictures. This feature allows you to view the photo for a few seconds directly after you've taken it. Next up is the quick launch feature. This feature is very handy. It allows you to double click the home button to open the camera app, and it's very quick as well. If you want to save images in RAW format, you can enable this feature if you use the Pro mode of the camera. The next feature, volume key functions, allows you to use the volume keys for taking photos, recording video, or zooming in and out in the camera. And the last feature is reset settings. This option simply resets the camera settings to the factory defaults. Now let's check the shortcuts available while taking photos. First up is picture size. There you have the option to select the resolution of your photo. We have 12 megapixel photo in 4:3 ratio, 6.2 megapixel photo in 4:3 ratio, 9.1 megapixel photo in 16:9 ratio, and other ratios as well. Next up, you can change the behavior of the flash. You can set it to auto, you can set it to be always on, or you can turn it off. And of course you have a timer function, and in this case you can set it to 2, 5 or 10 seconds, and you can even let the camera take 3 photos with the timer. Next up is the HDR or High Dynamic Range. Here you can set it to auto, on or off. The HDR mode actually takes 2 photos, one bright and one dark, and combines them to get a better picture. The last shortcuts are the effects. These effects are similar to the Instagram filters, and we have 8 different ones: nostalgia, retro, pastel, and more. Now let's take a look at the different modes of the camera. We have the auto mode. That is the mode I used in my comparison video, where I compared the Samsung Galaxy S7 camera to the iPhone 6 camera. And this mode tries to automatically set the different parameters of the camera to the optimal settings for each photo. In the Pro mode, we have more control of the different settings of the camera. First up is the exposure level. We can slide that back and forth. The next one is shutter speed, which can be useful if we are taking photos in a dark place. We have ISO, so we can change the ISO level. That helps us get an optimal image for different scenarios. Then we have white balance, which is very useful. You can slide that up and down. And here's one feature I think it's very neat. It's manual focus. we can use the slider to slide the focus point to where we want it, so we can get beautiful bokeh effects using this feature. And here we also have the effects option, which allows us to select the same effects as shown earlier. Here we also have two options where we can control the different settings of the effects. We have color temperature, tint, contrast, saturation, highlights and shadows. And these settings can then be saved to custom filters. Next is the metering mode. It's actually exposure control. It decides how the exposure is controlled. We can have center weight, so it will adjust the exposure around the center of the image. We have a matrix one that can use multiple points to set the exposure level of the image. And we have a spot one, which sets the exposure on a certain spot that you choose. And last in these pro settings are the focus modes. We have two focus modes, multiple autofocus and center autofocus. The multiple one, as the name implies, uses multiple points to get the focus, but the center one uses the center to get the focus in the photo. So the next mode is selective focus. This mode allows you to take one picture but get multiple focus levels. So you select the closest object you want to focus to and take the photo. And then when you view the photo, you can select to use the near focus, the far focus, or the pan focus, which tries to use both the far and near focus points. Next up is panorama. It's a feature that allows you to take wide panorama pictures. You simply select the option, press the shutter button, then you slowly pan the phone to either side to get a wide and beautiful panorama photo. Next up is quite a funny one. It's video collage. It allows you to take 4 videos that are played at the same time. So we have a 4x4 box, and you take 4 6-second videos that are placed in each quadrant and then played at the same time. This could result in some funny videos. Then we have this feature, live broadcast. This feature allows us to broadcast live to YouTube straight from the camera. I had a little problem getting this to work at first, but after some googling I figured it out. So you have to connect it to your Google account, and when all the necessary settings have been done, you can simply press the live button and a live feed will be created on YouTube, and you have a live broadcast on YouTube. Very simple when you have set it up. Now we have the slow motion mode. This allows us to take a video in 720p 240 frames per second, and when the video has been recorded, we can select where we want the slow motion to kick in. Next mode is the virtual shot. This mode allows us to create a multi-directional photo of some object, such as this candlestick. It's nearly a video, but you can use the phone to pan around the resulting photo. Next we have the food mode. I'm not entirely sure how this will make my food pictures better, but it says it tries to emphasize the vivid colors of the food. Yeah, maybe I should look at my food through the camera. Next mode is hyperlapse. This mode allows us to create time-lapse video, and the mode automatically adjusts the frame rate according to the content recorded. These are the modes that are included with the camera app, but you can click the download button and download additional modes, such as dual camera, which allows you to use the front and main camera at the same time. You have the mode rear cam selfie, which allows you to take a selfie with the rear camera just by pointing the camera to your face, and the phone will automatically take the picture when your face is in frame and in focus. There are some more modes that you can download, but these are the two I wanted to mention. So let's check out the front-facing camera. The settings for the front-facing camera are largely the same, but we have a few new settings in the shooting methods. We have the setting tap to take pics. That allows you to take a picture by tapping the screen. Then we have the gesture control, which should work by putting your hand in front of the camera, and the camera should take a photo a few seconds later. But I wasn't able to get that to work. The last one here is use heart rate sensor. So you can use the heart rate sensor on the back of the phone to take a photo. The image is not taken by the heart rate sensor. The heart rate sensor is simply used as a trigger to take the photo. So you tap the heart rate sensor and the camera will take a photo, if your face is visible and in focus. So it only works with selfies, in my experience at least. If we check out the shooting shortcuts, they're mainly the same, except we don't have the same quality to select from, since the front-facing camera is only 5 megapixels. So here we have 5 megapixels in 4:3 ratio, 3.8 megapixel in 16:9 ratio, and 3.7 megapixel in 1:1 ratio. And then we of course have the flash option, timer, HDR, and the effects, as with the main camera. But for the front-facing camera, we get some extra fine-tuning, especially thought for selfies. We have an option for skin tones, where we get a slider to tune the skin color. We have a spotlight feature, which allows us to add a spotlight on our face. And we can decide if it's more to the left or to the right, and the intensity of the spotlight. We also have a slim face option, which is a little bit difficult to see if it's doing anything, but by dragging the slider, it makes faces a little bit slimmer. The same applies to the large eyes option. This option tries to make the eyes a little bit bigger. And then we have the shape correction option that can either be set to on or off. This option is especially useful since we have a wide angle lens, so this helps to fix the distortion of faces in selfies. So let's check the modes for the front-facing camera. We don't have as many modes for the front-facing camera as with the rear one, but we have a few. We have the selfie one, which is the default one, that is similar to the auto mode on the rear camera. Then we have the wide selfie, which you could say is a panorama mode for selfies. So when this mode is selected, you press the shutter button, then you just have to swivel the camera from right to left, or from left to right, to get all the subjects in the photo. This is a neat feature. The other three are the same as with the rear camera. We had the video collage one, where we can record 4:4 video. We have the live broadcast, where we can broadcast live to YouTube. And we have the virtual shot, the one that creates the multi-directional photo. One thing to mention, while taking videos, you can also take still photos. So when you press the record button, you will also get a shutter button. So if you're taking a video and you see something you want a still photo of, just press the shutter button and the camera will take a photo. So these were the settings and features of the Samsung Galaxy S7 camera. I really hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it helped you to decide if you want to buy the Samsung Galaxy S7 or not. If you have any questions or comments on this overview, feel free and ask me in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. See you in my next video.